Well, welcome viewers and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sports Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers around the world. It's very cold and very wet as usual. We've had the coldest winter since I've been on this planet ever, without any shadow of doubt.
Oh, yes.
I reckon there's
I've seen stuff outside just frozen solid.
Oh yeah, the planet's gone mad.
It's gone crackers.
But we'll handle it all right.
We'll handle it just. Before we get into the game, you had something to show us, Barry.
Yeah, a bit of Shepparton back in the old nostalgic days in the 65, 66 era. I was playing with Lemnos in the Golden Valley League, and that was one of the headlines of Barry Peatling Heads Award. That was about three-quarters.
What happened on that day, Barry?
I actually, I might be able to show it here with a bit of luck. I think I kicked 6 goals.
Yeah.
6 goals out of 12 goals, or whatever it was. I finished up with getting best on the ground. And that was three-quarters away in the season, and I finished up winning runners-up in that award for the television award, 26-inch television.
Yep.
But that was when I bad sort of headline.
You had the awards. There's a
picture of you. Here's the goal kick. I'll get the goal kickers up there. We are. I think I was third there, wasn't I?
A little bit more. My way.
Your way.
More my way. Okay, there we go.
And this is a new invention we got here, new innovation.
This is a new system.
Yeah,
this is Studio B.
Yeah.
But maybe better than Studio A.
And that was a pretty good headline. Tony, I was talking to Tony last night. Tony Cornwell, yeah. That's for you, Tony, because he's a star, mate. I'll tell you all about him later. So that was not a bad sort of headline for Mr. Peatling.
So that's that.
Yep.
So let's get into the game then. Chelsea versus Bonbeach on Saturday. Give us the crowd and conditions, Barry.
The crowd, here we go. The crowd was pretty good, and the weather was pretty good too. But Chelsea, I'm afraid, there's a lot of things going wrong with Chelsea at the moment. They just can't get their act together. They can't put 4 quarters together, and all their guns, the big stars, they've got to start putting up because the season's over. But we can't rely on those big star recruits we got, because our local fellas are doing the job. So, but anyway, for the first quarter,
yes,
and the first quarter, Bonbeach started like rockets. They did. I mean, they had 15 shots at goal, Colin, to us 1.
Right.
And they kicked 6-9 to 1-1.
Right.
I mean, that was the starting of it looked like going to be a whitewash. And
so a bit like Richmond on the weekend.
I'll tell you something about Richmond later.
Anyway.
But the second quarter.
Yes.
It was a pretty even second quarter. McDonald, as the superstar, he was pretty quiet in the first quarter, first half, and as I said, it was reasonably quiet. Toddy Gardner was trying to get us back in the game, and Brad Clark was playing his usual. He's a star, Brad Clark. Yeah. And Matty Baxter was keeping Luke Damon, the ex-Chelsea superstar, full forward, kept him quiet to 1 goal in the first half.
Okay.
But in the second half,
so half-time?
Half-time scores were 3-3 Chelsea to 9-10.
So it's even.
Even? There's 7 goals behind.
No, but an even quarter.
Oh, yeah, considering, I kicked 3 goals and we kicked 2.
Yeah.
But then the second half coming up.
Yep.
You want to know about that? McDonald started to take over. He kicked about 2 or 3 goals in about 3 minutes and set up about 2.
Yeah.
And a fellow called Chris Bryant, comes from ex-Collingwood player.
Yeah.
6'9" he is.
Yeah, I heard him, yeah.
And Mark Tyrrell, they just took over the forward line and they kicked 10 goals for Colin. 10 goals for to us, 1 goal. And
wow, they blew it apart.
And it was a good night Chelsea. But in the last quarter, it was a pretty even last quarter. They sort of kept them to 2 goals, which at 3/4 time, it could have been a 30-goal kick. Well, not a 30-goal.
We outscored them in the last quarter.
That's dead right, and we kept them to 2 goals. It was a pretty good effort, and it could have been a 20-goal defeat. That's right down. So you want to know the final score?
Give us the final score, Barry.
Chelsea 7 goals 8 to 21 goals 14.
Right, so
15-goal defeat.
Right, fair enough.
Not good.
Not good. Goal kickers, Barry.
Goal kickers, Willett kicked 2 goals. He only had about 3 or 4 possessions. He kicked 2 nice goals. Bradley Clark 1. Ryan Orchard 1. Corey Edmonds 1. Lewis Craig, I'll tell you something about him later, Colin. I was standing next to his father on Saturday.
Yeah.
Kicked 1 beautiful goal, and Jason Clark kicked 1.
So there's the goal kickers. Give us a group of best players, Barry.
And the best players were very hard to find, Colin, for 4 quarters, I can tell you now. Very hard. But Bradley Clark, as usual, and Toddy Gardner, they just stood out again. I mean, if we didn't have them players in the side, Colin, we would have been scoring, I can tell you now.
Right.
That's no kidding. That's a big statement, mate, but they are. Lewis Krieger, he's only 18, I think, this young kid. Jason Clark, Matty Baxter, kept Luke Damon to 3 goals.
Yeah.
Very good, that. Played a good game, Matty Baxter, I'll tell you now.
Votes, 1 vote.
1 vote to Matty Baxter for his job on Luke Damon.
2 votes.
2 votes to Brad Clark for his usual brilliant 4 quarters.
And 3 votes.
Of course, the superstar number 7, Toddy Gardner, again, he's a marvellous fella. 3 votes.
Well done, so we look forward to that. Now, the highlights, Barry. Highlights reel.
No, I got written down there highlights.
Something about Lewis.
Oh, Lewis Krieger, he is about the only highlight for the game because he was playing on the wing and on the ball. And his father, as I say, is standing next to his father. He's got 2 other sons. They're pretty good footballers too. But this kid's going to be a star. I mentioned what's his name, Martin. That's his father's. That's Lewis Krieger's father. He's a good fella too. But he's an up and coming. He's going to be up and coming superstar. This kid, I tell you now.
So who's Chelsea playing next week?
Lang Warren. That's Lang Bloody Warren.
Okay. Is that they've renamed it?
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse to get to that ground. I tell you.
I don't know how they live over there.
Oh, they're all feral.
Squalid conditions.
What's this? Stop
That's
recording.
right.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty ordinary ground too, but we're playing them. But they're going all right too, Lang Warren. I think they won on Saturday.
All right. Okay. So we look forward to that next week. Now, what about Richmond, Barry?
Well, I said about 4 weeks ago, this Damien Hardwick is on, what do you call it, treasured ground.
Yeah. Well, they've signed him an extra 2 years.
I know, but as I said last week, Colin,
Gave him extra money.
their contracts are made to be broken.
Gave him $1 million either way.
I can't believe, yeah, that was when I was going ordinary too.
They'll give him $1 million for him just to walk away.
They was.
That's what they're going to do. If they have to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes,
that's
right.
$1 million and say that's fair enough. That's pretty good, isn't it?
In the media today, and all the Tiger supporters, they're all saying he's got to go. I said it 3 weeks ago. You got to get him, just release him for God's sake. There's no method, no way, no tactics, no.
Well, who's going to replace him?
Well, I find they're going to finish on the bottom.
Yeah.
And
Why do I finish on the bottom?
Well, I think they will.
Essendon will.
No, we've got the 4 top sides next week.
Yeah,
next 4.
Essendon's not going to win a game. They've only won 1 game.
Well, what do we win? 2.
No, you've won 3 or 4.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I had a chance to make the 8 about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it. I don't know who they're going to get. There's talking
so there's
about.
no replacement. Get rid of him.
There's talking about.
Just get a stone to replace him.
They're talking about Bomber Thompson, the excellent player. He might be right too.
Well, he's a premiership coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows how to win.
And he knows how to win.
And he loves young players. He's a real teacher, they say.
Look, I feel sorry for the Tigers. We've got the biggest, they call themselves the Tiger Army. We have got nearly the highest supporter base in the competition, I think.
Yeah.
And they're going to be some very sad people, because they go every week. They don't muck around, they don't give it away. And
this year's been a write-off.
But anyway, I don't know what you're going to do.
Right.
And our lady president, we got a lady president, you know that.
Penny's a penny.
But,
yeah.
well, I don't think nothing against women, these ladies out there, because I love women.
Yeah.
But I just don't.
Your mother's a woman.
My mother's a woman.
Yeah.
I just don't
That's how much
think
you like women.
that they might be alright in the office, as a secretary.
Oh,
but I don't think, nothing against them. Hey.
They're good for cooking and cleaning.
Well, no, come on, give it a go. But
yeah.
I do think women. Is she the first president in the competition ever?
Of course. No, there's been lots of other presidents.
Not too many, Colin.
There's been lots of presidents.
Women presidents.
Oh, women presidents.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's a different story.
Now, Tony Cornwell would know all about this. I might guess you give me a ring tonight, Tony. I was talking to him last night.
Feedback, Tony.
And he'll know that he's got every record on this computer. He knows who was playing who.
He's fully onto it.
So, Tony, if you want to give me a quick ring tonight and tell me if this is the first woman president for VFL, AFL football.
So that leads into beautifully Cheerios, Barry.
Yes, I got some good Cheerios. Got a phone call from P8's a couple of nights ago.
Yeah.
And He's got a bit of infection, but I got to send him. No, in his stomach, but he's got to go and get it checked out. I think he's not too bad. He told me about Jerry. Now Jerry is a very good friend of PH, and he looked after PH when he was crook the last few months, and he's got to go to a specialist on Tuesday to see about his pancreas. As you know, pancreas, Colin, it's
not good.
Not too flash.
Get too negative.
I just hope and pray. I say a few prayers for you, Jerry, that when you go on Tuesday, that you get a good report, and he'll tell Phil, and he'll let me know how you got on, because he's been a very good friend of PH, and he's a good fella. So I hope everything goes all right, Jerry, and you get a good result on Tuesday, and I'll find out of PH the next few days. Okay?
Very good, sir.
Keep the chin up, mate. All right?
Keep your chin up. Any other Cheerios?
Yeah, now we got Annie and Carl. They're not talking much now, but because Alma from South Australia.
Hello, Alma.
You like that?
Hello. I like hunting rabbits.
Hang on, and she tunes in from South Australia, and of course, I just mentioned PH. Hope Sandy and Carl's looking after you too, Phil. They'll be looking after you, Colin. Of course, Tony, my first cousin, the star, he's a superstar himself, Colin.
Yep.
Superstar he is. He watches every week, and as I said before, give me a quick ring tonight, Tony, and tell me what did I say to him about it? Tell me about what?
Chins up, Tony.
Oh, chins up, Tony, yeah.
Good.
No, chins up, Jerry.
Chins up, Jerry.
But I said something about Lewis Krieger, and I'll tell you what, he's got two more sons that play good football. They're pretty good. One of the kids is only about 9, he's a star, so we've got two more.
So there's
two more Kriegers to play with.
Wow.
Come and play the next few years.
Might get us off bottom.
No, he's a gun, number 21. He kicked a beautiful goal. So I hope, Lewis, you're watching this video. Keep it up, mate. You're going to be a superstar, mate. And your old man's a good fella too. So that's nearly about all we got in today.
Yep.
Covered a bit of territory, didn't we?
We did indeed.
So that's all this week.
It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me. We'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Blue button.